family, it's Christy from CMeVlogz, and in today's video is Sunday. So you know what that means, it's time for Sunday dinner. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you what I'm going to prepare. It's real simple and easy. We're going to be using the Ninja Foodie. So just stay tuned, you guys. It's going to be a good one. Now, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know every time I upload a video, okay? We're going to do an outfit of the day, and then we're going to get started with dinner. Alright, let's see if you can see me. Alright, I just wanted to do a quick outfit of the day. I'm super proud, y'all. This is a 16. I've been in an 18 for a couple of months, so I was really excited that I could get the dress on. It is a little short for me, but I thought I'm in a 16. So I wanted to show my outfit of the day. We had our worship service this morning. We are not meeting in public. We are on Zoom, but we still want to dress up and look nice so that, you know, we represent Jehovah well. And I was so excited that I was able to actually put the dress on, so I wanted to share it with you. So now what I'm going to do is get comfortable, kind of clean up the kitchen a little bit, and get ready for Sunday dinner. So I'll see you guys in just a second.
Not used to this. I don't know how to act, don't know how to adapt to this situation. Not used to this, no I'm not, but better let myself give in to love, believe in us no matter what it does to my heart. Not used to this, no I'm not. It was like if we were to waste these moments, they're like poets who made. You getting inside my brain, I feel emotionally drained. You getting inside my brain. You getting inside my brain. You're new to me, I don't know who you are, be like a piece of art. I want more, but better slow it down. Inside my mind is getting all too loud, I get scared. Not used to this, not prepared. Not used to this, not prepared. Not prepared. It was like it.
Okay, family, so today we're cooking partially with the Ninja Foodie. And we're going to be pressure cooking. So since we're pressure cooking, we're going to use this pan. You have this pan, and then you have a crisper. This is always in Ninja Foodie when you're cooking, even if you're pressure cooking. But this pan, and you're also going to need your pressure cooker lid. So the meal that I'm going to be preparing today is, and honestly, I wanted to do like a beef and broccoli stir fry, but I changed my mind because I didn't want to use like the soy sauce and all of that stuff to make that flavor, the Asian flavoring. I've been suffering with high blood pressure all week, and I'm trying to stay away from sodium. So I'm going to put the beef. I have some beef stir fry, and they only had one pack. So I also got a pack of sirloin steak. It's really thin, and I'm going to cut this up in strips like the beef stir fry. So let's prepare the meat and get that ready for the pressure cooker. I'm going to cook it in the pressure cooker, and then I'm going to transfer it to a pan and make some gravy and put some onion and bell pepper in it, and I'm going to do the broccoli on the side. I'm going to also do some Basmati rice. I bought this for the first time a couple weeks ago, and we loved it. So I bought another pack. It's a little expensive. That 2-pound bag was almost $4, but it's a really good rice, and we don't eat rice that often. So let's go ahead and get our meat prepared so we can get dinner going. It's Sunday at 1:30, 1:29. I should have had dinner ready by now, but it's okay. We're going to get it right together. So come on, let's go over to the sink, clean the meat and season it and get it ready for the pressure. Okay, so the first thing I like to do, and you can do it either way you like. It doesn't matter which order you do it. You gotta clean the meat, and if you have the solid steak like I have here, you gotta cut it. So I got my little strainer. The meat that's already sliced, I can go ahead and put in the strainer. But this solid steak, the sirloin, needs to be cut. So you can clean it first and then cut it, or you can cut it and then clean it. It's totally up to you. What order you do is your business. There's no right or wrong way to do it. I'm gonna rinse it a little bit because I felt a little ice. So now that I rinsed the ice off, it was unthawed but still had a little ice on it. I'm just gonna cut the meat in little slivers, just like the beef stir fry that I bought already sliced.
Not used to this. I don't know how to act, don't know how to adapt to this situation. Not used to this, no I'm not. But better let myself give in to love, believe in us, no matter what it does to my heart.
Alright, so we have all the meat cut up, and I'm gonna rinse it off really good, get it nice and clean. Matter of fact, I'll bring you over here so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Y'all already know the drill. You already know which seasonings. If you've been here before, if you watch any of my other cooking videos, you already know what seasonings I'm gonna use. So let's go ahead, shall we? Onion powder. I can't tell you the measurements. I'm an eyeballer, okay? Garlic powder. I am an eyeballer. And Creole seasonings. Those are my 3 favorite seasonings. I use it in everything. Always gives it the flavor I'm looking for. Absolutely love it. My husband loves it. He's hard to please when it comes to seasonings. Excuse me. He doesn't like too much. He doesn't like strong flavors. He likes it to taste it. Oh, excuse me. Seasoning got in my nose. He likes it to be flavorful, but he doesn't like something too like, he can do curry chicken, but I can't use a lot of turmeric and a lot of all of those different spices. It has to be kind of mild for him. Good flavor, but not too overpowering. I'll put it like this. And this combination for us is perfect. So now, alright, so this is the inside of the pressure cooker. Just gonna pour the meat in there and add some beef broth. I'm using the Swanson 100% natural. I'm using the Swanson 100% natural beef broth. Spread it out. Now, you know what? I think I got some beef broth left over from before. So let's go ahead and see if I still have it. Yep. Had some organic beef broth. Go ahead and get that out of the refrigerator. Just enough to cover. Already cut. I'm gonna grab, I got 4 of those. And I'm gonna cut it smaller. Just chop it up. This is for flavor. How small or how big you leave it is really up to you. That's your choice. You know, I'm just showing you what I do to prepare this meal. But you put your own spin on it. Totally up to you how you do it. Alright? So now that I've got it cut up the way I want, let's go put it in the pressure cooker. Alright, so put that garlic in there. Again, this is for flavor. We are going to put the lid on. It always takes me a couple of... Oh, I got it. So you put the lid on until it clicks. You have a seal and a vent. You want, here it's on vent, you want it on seal, so you push it up to seal. Then you're going to turn on your pressure cooker. You're going to press either air crisp, bake, roast, broil, pressure, steam, slow cook, and sear. We're going to choose pressure. We want it on high. I want it on 30 minutes on high. So now that I got it where I want it, I'm gonna hit start, and you'll start seeing it turning around. Once it's ready, once it's sealed in all the pressure, it'll start counting down from 30 minutes. All right, so now it has stopped. I hope you can see it. Now it has stopped spinning, and so as you can see, it's counting down. It's at 29 minutes 19 seconds right now. So it is counting down. So as you can see, it's counting down. It stopped spinning, so that it means it has enough pressure, and now it is counting down to 30 minutes. So we'll check back on it in 30 minutes and see how the meat is doing. All right, while the meat is cooking in the pressure cooker, I will go ahead and start preparing the broccoli. I have washed the strainer and the red bowl that I use with the meat, and now I'm using fresh broccoli, so I just like to go in and cut it off the stalk.
Not used to this. I don't know how to act, don't know how to adapt to this situation. Not used to this, no I'm not. I better let myself give in to love, believe in us, no matter what it does to my heart.
Alright, I put my pan on high to get it going. I'm looking for my measuring cup. There it is. I put half a cup of water in there, and when that gets to boiling, we'll put our broccoli in. Now that the water is boiling, I'm gonna go ahead and add the fresh broccoli. And what I like to do is just put the top on and let it get to steaming. You'll see it start brightening up, getting green. And I'll check on it. And also, I keep water. I keep me a little thing of water. I got my small measuring cup here, and I keep it off to the side so that if I need to add more water, I can do that. So we'll let that get to steaming. I left it on high just for now. Eventually I'll add a little more water and some butter and cut it down on low. My favorite little pot. I use this pot for oatmeal, rice, what have you. I'm gonna put 2 cups of water. Let's do 2.5 cups. I'm going to use a little over a cup of rice. So we'll get that to boiling, and when it's ready we'll add the rice. As you can see, the broccoli is lightening up. Don't mind the dirty clothes in the background. Got to get those washing. The broccoli is lightening up a little bit. I still see water in there, so it's fine for now. We'll just let that keep steaming.
Thinking about the way that you know me. No one ever cared like you care for me. You're such a bright star in the dark space. Babe, it never worked out with the others. All we ever did was fighting.
Alright, I had to move so fast that I didn't get a chance to show you. The broccoli was out of water, so I added a cup of water to that. I'm going to dump this water for a minute and use this measuring cup to put my rice in as the water is boiling. So again, this is the rice that I use. Ziploc. Alright, so we got cup and a half. And we got rice all over the floor. Get all that rice out to this pot. And I'm gonna cover it, but not completely. I left it at an angle because if I put the lid on entirely, it's gonna bubble up. So I left it at an angle. This will give the pot a chance, the temperature a chance to cool down, bring it to a medium heat, but let it keep cooking steadily. So it's doing a nice boil right now. Every few minutes I just come back and stir it a little bit until the temperature dies down and it just really starts cooking. Keep in mind that when the meat comes out of the pressure cooker, I'm going to transfer it to another container, and then I'm going to add some onion and bell pepper. So we'll cut that up in just a second, but right now we have the oven is heating up for the cookies. So I'm gonna grab a pan. Now those pans are well used, and I don't want to, even though it's clean, it's well used, as you can see. So I'm gonna get a strip of aluminum foil to put in my pan, and then you can add your cookies. Got these from Walmart. They're the Nestle Tollhouse Oatmeal Raisin cookie dough, and they come like already cut in little squares. And so all you got to do is break them apart and lay them out on your pan.
Thinking about the way that you know me.
So I just turned the eye off. This broccoli is nice and soft and buttery. The eye is off, and I'll just leave the lid on it so that it can stay warm. And now the rice is cooking, but I'm not ready for it to dry out. Needed to cook down some more, so I added another cup of water. I'm gonna put that lid on it because the temperature has come down enough that I can put the lid on it and feel safe. And now I got some pre-cut bell peppers that I cut up the other day in the freezer. So the only thing I need to cut is onion. This is green onion, which I just figured it would give a nice flavor to the meat.
I've been waiting all my life for something. I've been down the darkest roads and up in the clouds, but I've always felt that something's missing. That was until I found you right there in the crowd.
After your food is finished pressure cooking remember I talked about this seal and vent. So it's on seal. Now we need to move it over the vent. Don't be alarmed. Air is gonna come out. I don't know. Can you see it? So once that finishes releasing the pressure, then we can check the food. You can still see it coming out, but it's almost at a whisper. So the pressure is almost released, and in a moment it'll be finished and we can open it. All right, it's finished. Now that it's finished, I saw the red top pop, and then it's done. So what you want to do is you want to turn to unlock it. Ta-da! Ooh, it looks good. So let's see the meat. So let's see how tender it is, y'all. It's sitting on a, So I'm just gonna grab a piece. Ooh, it's tender. And put it here. And it just separates with my fork. Y'all see that? Just separates with the fork. So let's try it. That's the oven going off with the cookies. So tender. That's exactly what I was looking for. That is so tender. So good. Let's get the cookies out. So tender. I love it. So I'm gonna take the cookies out and let them cool. So good. So you guys, I'm gonna get this over to the pan. I'm gonna get this over to the pan, add our veggies, thicken it up a little bit with some flour and water, and just let it simmer for a while, okay? Let me show you the rice. This Basmati rice is a long grain rice. This is what it looks like. It's a long grain rice, and it cooks up so light and fluffy. I've already turned the eye off. I'm just leaving the lid on so it can stay warm. Now here's the pan that I'm using for the meat. I am going to turn this on high just to let it warm up. Let it get hot, didn't I? That is already boiling. So now we're gonna add our veggies. So we add our white onion. We add our green onion. And then we add bell pepper. I put about 3 handfuls of that frozen bell pepper. This was fresh bell pepper that I cut the other day and put in the freezer because it was getting soft. And I didn't want to lose it. Gravy cooked down for probably 20 or 30 minutes. So I added that bay leaf for flavor. We'll let these veggies start getting soft, and then we'll add our meat. Doesn't that look good? That looks so good. So I added some of the beef broth off of the meat to start cooking the veggies. I added the green onion, the white onion, and we have red, yellow, and green bell pepper. And we're just gonna let that start cooking and get soft. This is just a good old Sunday dinner, y'all. Nothing fancy, nothing exotic, just a nice meal. My husband and I have been working all week. We've been moving in 2 different directions because I've been working a day shift and he's been working a night shift. I get up and go to work and he's home. When I'm getting off and coming home, he is headed to work, so I come home to an empty house. And then the next morning, I get up and I leave to go to work as he's leaving his job to come home. So now we're both off the weekend. He is doing a job for somebody. He framed in somebody's front porch and now he's screening it in today. He'll be finished shortly, and I just wanted him to have a nice, hearty, filling Sunday dinner. So that's what this is. Somebody said I needed some suggestions on dinners, and you're right, I do, but I need time also to try some new things. And now that I'm settling into a 4-day-a-week shift starting this week, I'll have time to make videos and time to do new things. So that's that. All right, so the veggies are nice and soft. They're looking like a stir fry. Actually. So I'm gonna go over here and grab the meat and the rest of that broth, and I'm gonna pour the whole thing in. Yum, that looks so good. That looks so good. Remember we cooked that in broccoli, in our garlic. I can see the garlic in there. I'm gonna give that a stir. Oh, that looks so good. Doesn't that look good, you guys? And now I'm gonna add my flour water. I got a feeling I'm gonna need to add some more, but I really want that to cook down and let me see how thick it gets. So we give that a good stir. Still got a little flour in there, so let's put just a tad of water. We're gonna let that come to a boil, and when it gets to boiling really good, I'm gonna turn it down on medium heat and just let it simmer. So the rice is done, the broccoli is done, the cookies are done. I'm gonna go ahead and take them out. I don't want them to dry out. They're starting to look yummy. Oh, they're starting to look yummy. Doesn't that look good? And they smell amazing. So we'll sit that off to the side, and we're just gonna leave that pot alone and let it cook.
Roads and up in the clouds, but I've always felt that something's missing. That was until I found you right there in the
needed to put on. The meat is going. Smells so good in here, y'all. Oh, it smells so good. That's not thick at all. I'm gonna put a little more thickening, probably not even half a cup, probably 1/4 cup. No, it's a half cup. Now that's good and thick. So we're gonna stir it up really, really good. It's really thick. And we want to add that thickening. That's how I was supposed to do it the first time. Get it all out. That's gonna get thick. Like I want it, like a gravy. And look at the onions and peppers in it. It just looks really good. So the only thing I want this to do is to keep simmering and just have all the flavors just continue to marry. So I'm gonna put the heat on low and just let it simmer until I feel like it's ready. It's basically ready now, but I want the flavors to just marry a little bit. I took my pink Himalayan salt and pushed it for like 3 seconds. That was all the salt that I would allow myself to put in there. It just needed a little seasoning, a little salt. So we've got 8 seconds left on the croissants. Let's take a look. All right. Oh, and they look so good. Croissants are ready, you guys. Can you see it? All right. Croissants are ready. Croissants are ready. I went and got a fresh stick of butter, and while they're hot, I'm just gonna rub a little butter on the top. And that's it. That's all you need to do to it. Just while they're hot. Or you can also melt the butter and brush it on it. I do have a brush, but this is fine. Just pat a little butter on it. So I'm gonna go hang out, relax for a little while, and when I get ready to eat, I'll let you know how it tastes. Y'all, I'm so greedy. I'm not even hungry, but I gotta taste it. I wanna get comfortable and just hang out for the rest of the day, and I wanna taste the food, so let's go ahead and fix us a plate. And I can end the video. And I can get to my laundry and all that other stuff. So I'm just gonna get a little taste. Fix a little rice. Can you see the rice? Steam coming off of it. Look at it. That's what the Basmati rice looks like. Ooh, that smells so good. Just putting gravy first. Then I'll grab some meat and veggies. Broccoli. That's not gonna be enough broccoli. I really should have cooked more broccoli. We love broccoli, y'all. And I'm gonna do half a roll. so that's what dinner looks like. Just a nice hearty meal. Just a nice hearty meal. Nothing special, nothing fancy. You can do this with chicken. You can do this with ground beef. You know, not the gravy. Or you could with the gravy. Oh, that looks so good. I just want to taste it. That was the rice and gravy. Now I'm gonna put a little meat. So good. Y'all, this is a good meal. This is a good meal. Nothing fancy. Just a good meal. Happy Sunday, you guys. Happy Sunday. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday. Hope your weekend is going amazing. I'm always cutting my head off. I'm so sorry. Hope your weekend is going amazing. Hope you have a good week coming up. I'll try to post this video as soon as possible. I think I'm all caught up with all the old stuff, kind of, sort of. So you should have more recent videos posting quicker. Like this video will probably post Monday or Tuesday. So it's relatively close to when it happens. So now I'm back on track. And I'll be getting some more videos coming out to you soon. If you are also subscribed to my Mobile Home Diva channel, I'll be going to a brand new location tomorrow. And I'll have some new videos coming up for the whole month of July. I'm so excited about that. Hope you try this meal. If you do, let me know what you think about it. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to give me a thumbs up and a comment. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.